Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I am going to deal with the VLAN configuration using the packet tracer. So I am going to tell you today about what are VLANs and how we will configure these VLANs in the packet tracer. So for that, let us take one switch here. So I will take here 2960 switch, and let us take some user devices as PCs. So I will take here 4 PCs. So we will connect these PCs to this fast Ethernet port using the straight through cable. So we have connected this port. So this signal will automatically going to turn into the green signal. Now, so what are VLANs? So that is virtual. So full form of VLAN is virtual local area networks. Area networks. Okay, or it is also called as VLANs. Okay. So what are VLANs here? So here VLANs are nothing but this is the virtually local area network. That means see here I have taken one switch and I have connected all these PCs to this switch. Now by default all these PCs, this PC0, PC1, PC2, PC3, all these PC will be under one VLAN. This is the property of the switch. So the switch will always broadcast to the frames. So whichever the frame that is come to the switch will broadcast the frame to the all the other ports. So for example, if the PC0 has sent a frame from PC0 to the switch will broadcast it to all these ports except the port from which the frame has arrived. Okay, so this switch, the property of the switch is that it will broadcast to the frames. Okay, so we can also write that all the devices in a VLAN are under same broadcast domain. We can also tell like that, domain. So what do you mean by all the devices in a VLAN are under same broadcast domain? That means whenever the device sent a frame to the switch will broadcast the frames to the all the other ports except the port from which the frame has arrived. Okay, so that means if the PC0 sent a frame to switch the switch will forward these frames to the PC1, PC2, PC3 except this PC0 because the frame has arrived from this port only. Okay, so these are VLANs. Okay, so why VLANs are necessary? So necessity of VLANs. So why these are necessary? So suppose you are having one organization. So in the organization there are multiple systems are connected in an organization. Okay, so there are different departments are present like production department, sales department, marketing department. Okay, so there are number of systems connected in these departments. So now in order to keep the information secure within the particular department, we are dealing with the VLANs here. Okay, so for example these two PCs I will assign this. Okay, so necessity of VLANs is first of all it will provide the security to the packets. Okay, security to the packets. Second, now it will reduce the work of other devices which are not present under that VLAN. Okay, so that means it will reduce the workload of the other PCs or other devices from processing unnecessary frames. Okay, so it will reduce the workload of the other devices from processing the unnecessary frames. Okay, so now let us see how we will configure these VLANs in a switch. Okay, so now let us assume some of the network. I will take this PC. Okay, one more thing you can see here. First of all, if I have given this PC the IP address as 192.168.10.1. Okay, now that means this PC has the IP address of 192.168.10.1. Similarly, I will assume this PC as 192.168.10.2. Okay, so this PC has 192.168.10.2. This has 192.168.10.3. Okay, and this PC has 192.168.10.4. So let me assume these four IP addresses for the PCs. Okay, now let me configure these IP addresses in these PCs. So already I have configured for PC 0. Let me configure for PC 1. So that is 192.168.10.2. Okay, no need to give here default gateway. Okay, now next 192.168.10.3. Similarly, 192.168.10.4. Okay, so now by default all these ports are under the one VLAN. By default, this is the property of the switch, that whichever the devices connected to this switch are all under the single VLAN. Okay, so you can see here. Okay, when I will go to this enable, so you can see show VLAN. So you can see here, so there is a default VLAN by the number 1 and its name is default. The name of the VLAN is default and its number is 1, and it is in the active state here. And all the ports, whichever the ports connected to this, whichever the ports this switch is having, are all under the this default VLAN. And also there are 4 other VLANs also. These all are the default VLANs the switch will create. Now whichever the 4 ports we are having, we have given these 4 ports, all these ports are under the VLAN 1. Okay, so if I consider this as my production department, these two PCs, if these two PCs are under production department, okay, production department, and these are under, these two are under the sales department. Okay, now this I have assumed these two PCs, PC0 and PC1, as the production department, and these PCs are under the sales department. Okay, now if I send the frame from these devices, okay, we can check ping 192.168.10.2. This 192.168.10.2 belongs to the production department. Okay, So now if I ping this PC, I am getting the reply from this PC. Okay, so that means here these PC0 and PC1 which are under the same department, that is they are under the same production department, they are communicating with each other. Okay, that is very fine. Okay, that means these two can communicate with each other. Now if I communicate with this, if I ping this 192.168.10.3, so I am getting the reply from this also. Okay, since these two ports are under the sales department, these two PCs are also processing the frames which are sent by this PC. They are unnecessary using their processor to process the frames. Okay, although they belong to the sales department, therefore they should communicate with each other. That is PC2 and PC3. They are communicating with PC0 as well as PC1 also by default. Okay, that will cause the unnecessary workload on the processor of the PC. Okay, to reduce this we are using the VLANs. Okay, so what I will do here, I will put these two PCs under VLAN by name VLAN 10. Okay, VLAN 10, and these two PC under VLAN 20. Okay, now after configuring, let me check whether they are communicating with each other or not. Okay, so for that, go to the switch, configure terminal here. So first of all you have to create the VLANs. Okay, so for creating the VLANs you have to write VLAN. First you give the number, I have given as 10. Okay, then you have to write the name as production, I have PROD. Okay, similarly VLAN 20 name I will give as sales. Okay, so these two VLANs I have created. Okay, you can check here, show VLAN. So these two are created here, VLAN 10 and VLAN 20, but there are no ports assigned to these two VLANs. Okay, so we have to configure the ports here in order to assign to this VLAN. Okay, so for this you write here. So I am going to put here this port F0/1 and F0/2 under this VLAN 10, and this F0/3 and F0/4 under the VLAN 20. Okay, for that you have to write interface range fast Ethernet 0/1 to 2. Okay, now after this interface you have to give switch port mode access. You have to convert these ports into access ports. Then switch port access VLAN. So in which VLAN you want to put these two ports? I want to put it under the VLAN 10. Okay, so they will come under the VLAN 10. Similarly for another two, interface range fast Ethernet 0/3 to 4. Okay, switch port mode access switch port access VLAN. I want to put these two ports under the VLAN 20. Okay, now you can check show VLAN. So you can check here, these two ports have come under this production VLAN and these two ports are came under this sales department. Okay, now I try to ping this. So if I want to ping the PC which belong to production department, so 192.168.10.2, so I'm getting the reply from the PC1. Okay, if I ping the PC which are belonging to this VLAN 20, what you will happen, see here. So you can see that even even though these two ports belong to the same network, that is 10 192.168.10 network, they are not communicating with each other. This is the power of this VLANs. That means whichever the informations these two PCs are communicating, that information will be get limited to this PC only. That information is not passed under this other department, that is sale department. Okay, now you can check. Okay, so these two PCs are communicating, that is PC0 or PC1 are communicating. Now PC2 and PC3, let us check this one. Now if I ping this PC3 4 192.168.10.4, so I'm getting the reply because these two PCs are belong to the same VLANs. Now if I ping to this first PC, now you can see here we are not getting the reply here. So that means we have created these two VLANs. That means PC0 and PC1 are under the same VLAN, that is VLAN 10 under the production department, and PC2 and PC4 and the under the sales department, that is in the VLAN 20. So this is about the VLANs. So friends, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.